Oh, hello, hello. It is I, Rikryu, the one with the paws. And welcome to a mini episode, I guess. This is just gonna be doing a little bit of grinding, not because I need to grind, but because I just want to, I guess. This is mostly gonna serve as a video of just talking about some things here and there. Because I'm sort of an enigma, I guess. The first thing I guess I wanted to mention was my icon here. This is definitely not my persona. At all. I wouldn't even say I have a persona, mostly because I don't abide by identity a whole lot, if that makes sense. Like, if you ask me 1 month what I am, then I would say, oh, I'm a fox, oh, I'm a lizard, oh, I'm a dragon, I don't know. It just depends on my mood, and that often determines my personality. I can never just be one. I got this icon actually from purchasing it. I just looked around for some PNG YouTuber icon stuff. I found this one. I was like, oh, this is really cute, so I'll use that. And then that was just the upper body, though. The legs and the feet I also purchased for $20. And then I just colored those in as close as I could to the fur pattern on Lynx. Or the Lynx. It is a Lynx. I don't know if it's obvious, but this persona is a Lynx. As for the table, again, that was an object I purchased at some point. And then I just kinda threw them all together as one big ol' thing. But I'm satisfied with them. The background, I'm not sure what the background I'm using at the moment is. I got two that I looked around for that were listed as royalty-free, and that's just what I'm throwing on there. It might be this black tiled background, or it might be a background of very, very sexy flip-flops. I don't know. We'll see. Ah, the moos. So adorable. Yet they must die. Such a shame. Defend. Oh no, my body. It's already really late for me. It's past midnight, and I'm doing this. Kind of don't want to, but I kind of do at the same time. I have a lot of trouble with sleeping from insomnia, just stress, anxiety, depression, but that is what it is. And yeah, that's kind of the only thing I had planned to talk about now that I think about it. It's just dressing my icon and all that. So, what else to talk about? I guess I can go into the kind of games I like to play. I mean, obviously I like turn-based games. I've dropped Final Fantasy titles a lot before. Big fan of Persona. And I have actually played all of them. Well, the main title games, I should say. So Persona 1, both of 2, Innocent Sin and Original Sin, and some whatever the second one was called. I didn't care for it. I didn't even care for the second. I didn't care for 2 at all. But whatever. 3, 4, and 5. I played Reload. I played the P3P version before that, which I like a lot. playing as female protag is cool. But it's close enough. There. Oh yeah, did Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. But I feel like that's just a given. I did not play Episode Aegis because I was one of the unfortunate people who got screwed over because they decided to pre-order the game. So, Atlus wants me to give them $20 to $30 just to play Episode Aegis now. I'm not doing that, out of principle. Unless that game ends up dropping to like, maybe $10, I'll consider it. I was livid when that happened. Other games I do like to play, I think I liked Fire Emblem before. So, strategic games. Ooh, Back Attack with 3 of them. Cute! Attack, attack. Everyone, just attack! No damage. Not even the same target. Well, now we can actually see the fronts of them, so that's cool. Man, they're just so adorable. I would want one as a pet. Very badly. Not to say I would replace my cat. They wouldn't even get along, and... I do it. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, that's fine. He is behaving for now, speaking of him. Thankfully. Hopefully, he won't get too rowdy. I also really like survival horror. And when I say that, I mean proper survival horror, not action horror titles. Some people get mad at me for saying this, but Resident Evil 5, that's not survival horror. I like the co-op of the game. Like, I think that's really fun, honestly. But it is not what I would consider survival horror. The remakes... The recent remakes I really liked. I also just really like the GameCube version of GameCube version of Resident Evil 1 and 0. I like those a lot. Silent Hill. Mwah. I played the Silent Hill 2 remake, and that was so good. A lot of people were asking me in real life if I thought Bloober was gonna end up doing Silent Hill 1 remake, and I was like, I hope so. And we got confirmation on that, so that's cool. I'm skeptical about I keep trying to say Final Fantasy because I'm playing it. I'm skeptical about Silent Hill F. Mostly because Konami was like, oh, this one's gonna be more action-focused and combat-focused, but don't worry, puzzles are still a core mechanic of the gameplay, and I'm like, yeah, I heard this before from you, Konami, and all of those games sucked. So, hopefully that won't happen, but... Oh no! So, Goblin Punch. If you are the same level as the enemy, it is pretty much an instant KO. It is a very rare thing to happen, but it does happen, as you can see. That's so annoying. Waste of Phoenix down now. I mean, it's not exactly much of a waste. I am getting some during all this. It could have been like Vivi or something he targeted. Had to be Zidane, the one I'm actually focused on for the grinding. Well, at least I can do this. Yay. Am I getting... Surprised I haven't seen one particular enemy yet. So he's the one that has the tents, and he's actually worth hanging around for. Or hanging around for in battle. Sorry. What was I saying? Alright, what are other games I would enjoy? Whatever you would consider Dark Cloud, or Dark Chronicle, I like those. I mean, I also just like level 5 in general. Fantasy Life is good. The Girl Who Steals Time. I never played any of the originals, but I think I would like them. But I'm not sure I'll get around to that. What level does? Ah, Bird Killer. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter because there's nothing else. Alright. Yes. I guess I could draw attention to the feet, but I think it speaks for itself. My opinions on them. Yeah. My favorite color is black. Or hot pink. Or teal. Kinda just depends. Nothing really interesting happened at work for me to talk about. And even then, I'm not even sure what I would talk about. Other than just really dumb customers. Or coworkers. Today was just a pretty average day. Though it felt long and draining because of yesterday. Yesterday I was trying to get all of this recording stuff working properly, but Capture Card decided it does not actually work for the Mac. The program is only for Windows. I'm like, okay. And then I tried jerry-rigging my monitor to dual screen. I already knew that was not gonna work, but I tried it anyway. And then I tried using the PS Play Remote Play app thing, and it just didn't work either. I went so far down the troubleshooting path, I was actually double-checking NAT connections and everything, and like, I've never done this before in my life. But, yeah, it just wouldn't work. And I don't know why. Which means I also will not be able to cheat to get the... what's it called? The jump rope achievements for this game, because that's pretty much the accepted way to do it. Nobody actually cares about those two achievements. And then Bloodlust after that, no one cares. They're the three we universally agreed to skip, at least last I checked, like 10 years ago. Or whenever this first dropped. On PS4. Yay, Blizzard. Like, I'm sure I don't need it. Hold on. Stop. Oh my god. You know when you play another game for so long, and X is a different button than circle? Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Okay, good, you almost have it. The grinding here does serve for two purposes. I will be doing the silk dress glitch. It's not even a glitch, but the silk synthesis trick with all the risks. So having extra money is not a bad idea. But the whole main point of this is just to get certain skills going now. Definitely not needed. Oh, thank God. But that is a problem. Vernic will have to heal again. But that's fine. Also, this is pretty much just a waste of a trance, because it goes away after you end the battle. Oh, even in the background. That's the might of getting the sword, iron sword early. Yay! 1 AP. Alright, one more battle. Then I'll give the Moonstone to Garnet. Oh, that's right, I also wanted to get him onto that as quickly as possible. Alright, so this might be like a 20 to 40 minute thing then. Sadly, I am getting hungry, but it's also close to bedtime, so I'll probably just drink a bunch of water and pretend I'm not hungry. Tend to do that a lot. Not proud of that, but I do. Stone. Oh, don't you block me! That's what you get. Da, da, da. Cool. Shell? I guess part of... Do I really want to give her Shell? I guess it doesn't matter. I usually don't use the Protect or Shell spells, but I'll just throw it onto her anyway, because why not? We're gonna go through some battles anyway. And it's not like I'm gonna get rid of the Moonstone anytime soon. But there will come a point it must be sacrificed for the greater good. Ouchie. I guess for those who are somehow actually deciding to watch this, I'm sure there'll be grinding episodes in the future. Feel free to read some comments and let me know other random things you want to hear me talk about, because I did not think this through very far, obviously. Because now I feel like I'm just talking for the sake of talking. Oh. Well, probably should have warned you guys before I did that. Sorry, I was having a shot of green water. It That came with a sugar cube as well. For those of you that know, you know. Mm. Oh, that burned. I used to be able to drink that straight so much easier. But I've also never had that brand before. Of water. Strictly water. Green water that you melt sugar cubes into. Yes. I guess I'm curious, for those that are willing to share. Why are you watching the grind? Like, surely it's not just because of my feet. Which, I mean... I wouldn't blame you. But surely there's more of a reason. Because this isn't very exciting. All I'm doing is rambling, really. Having a very one-sided conversation. Before anyone mentions this part, why am I not streaming? Well, that would have required a few other things to work. And they didn't. I would love to also stream. But at the same time, until I figure out a better setup, this is what we got to work with. Okay, so if I remember right, I did not steal the second... Yeah. So, there is a way to get another silk shirt, but I didn't. Oh, no, I did. Now you need it more. So you're all set. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Well, more importantly, then, we need the bronze helmet to hit 15. I can start. Okay, it's alright. I'm just playing very casually, obviously. We're not doing this optimally. I love this game. A lot. A lot. I love the sound effects, I love the music, I love the visuals, I love the combat. I find it relaxing. And that's not something that comes easy to me. I'm often stressed 24/7, which is bad. But there's a few things that actually relax me, and this happens to be one of them. So, yeah. It's just a very good feeling game for me, even though they have very heavy nihilistic themes later on, spoilers. But, you know, that's my jam. Like, there will be time, back before, we can just play the soundtrack anywhere we wanted, but there were times I would just leave the open world up, and I would just listen to the music. And sometimes it genuinely would make me cry, because it's just so emotional for me. But I'm weird and clearly on the spectrum, so I don't know. Take it for what you will. For those of you who don't know and are watching me grind for some reason, you do want to steal his Zidane a lot, because he does learn a skill called Thievery, and it deals damage based on the amount of times you've stolen. Or successfully stolen, I should say. It's one of the moves that you can do max damage with. The legendary Quadruple 9. Oh, really? Okay, I thought so. That is one thing I'm not used to yet. not realizing things happening while I'm, you know, speaking. I've yet to learn the whole diverting attention thing. For those of you who are wondering what my main party is gonna end up being, I'm not sure yet. I always have two go-tos, and that is Freya and Quenya, for obvious reasons. And the fourth party member, I normally use Ayako. I did a run where I took Dagger all the way through the end, so that was fun, it worked out just fine. I might do that again this time. But I was also thinking about using my second least favorite character. My least favorite is actually Steinir, combat-wise. Character-wise, he's great. He's so great. But combat-wise, I never really cared for him. Yeah. So I'm just doing this so he can start getting some Beast Killer. Might mean I can't one-shot anything anymore, but we'll see in just a moment. Oh, right. So I was thinking maybe I'll throw Amarant in there. Because Amarant is kind of bad. A lot of people like him, and I see why. He is a solid unit. The problem is availability for him. And then just getting him trained is a hassle. Yeah, I didn't think so. So what if you two stop doing that? I don't know, still, yeah, okay. So Steinir has his uses in combat, but I just don't care for him. He was good for the Excalibur 2 run. The Excalibur 2 run I did. Wait, maybe I can do one of those again. Maybe. Oh, okay. No big deal. The Excalibur 2 run, I used Zidane, Steinir. I did use Quenya and Freya interchangeably, depending on the situation. And then the fourth one was Amarant, because he's the only other solid physical damage dealer in the game. He also does have a skill that will do quadruple 9 very well. But if you have Freya and Quenya, who are available much earlier, they are... You don't need 4 people in your party doing quadruple 9s. That's the thing. You can, sure, but by that point it's like, why bother? So I usually just fill that out with Ayako or Garnet. Vivi I never really use past when he's required. He's great and all, but... yeah, you know. Oh, no, I should not have. Oh! Trance Steinir. He's a trance. He puts his helmet down. Because he's serious. But why? Why is he so serious? Those are the questions nobody asks. Da, 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 da. Alright. How are you doing? Ugh. No, I'm positive she gets something that teaches her shell later. Like, positive, but I'm doing this anyway. Because I am committed. We will grind for the sake of it. Oh, you know what? Maybe the enemy... Yeah, the enemy I am thinking of is only in the ice cavern, isn't he? Man, that's annoying. Oh well. I mean, in theory, I don't even need to be using Garnet to heal. In fact, I probably shouldn't have been, but I'm just gonna end up buying a bunch of potions in a moment anyway. I wasn't actually paying attention. Couldn't... Okay, yeah. Oh! You know what would have been smart? If I actually equipped the Beast Killer. Don't forget to set your abilities. I don't need to be told, please stop it. Wow. Amateur move. That's probably part of the reason I can't one-shot anything right now. Because, you know, I'm like level 7. 3 levels ago I would have understood. Oh, okay. I was curious if it actually showed me stuff. I never checked before. Maybe by that point I might as well just... I cannot believe I forgot that. And here I claim to know this game inside and out. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could share that. So there's always that moment where I'm like, oh no. I guess goblins aren't considered beasts. And, you know, if somebody was actually wearing the goblin outfit, I would find them hot. Now, they don't have flip-flops, that's my only complaint. A lot of my hotness, like, 60% comes from the feet. Like, I have some BDSM knowledges, and one of the terms we would use for a fetish that is required in order to be interested or aroused was clinical fetish. But some people, when they hear that, clinical fetish means it's clinical related stuff, like hospitals, and I'm like, no. The foot fetish is absolutely clinical. There's no getting around that. If I don't like somebody's feet, I am not attracted to them. But that being said, I'm also very asexual. I find sex boring. The idea of it is meh. I don't care. Some people say that's called gray ace, because I am interested in concepts and ideas of stuff. And I am very, very gay. Like, 90% of the time, if I'm interested in those regards, it's a male. And the other 10% is very much a role-play scenario. Or their feet were amazing, but it's more the roleplay scenario stuff. That's not even what I was gonna go share about. I got distracted by the goblin, realizing, hey, yeah, I'd hit that. What I was gonna talk about was anime. I like anime a lot. Apparently the term for that now is weeb, and I still cringe at that. Because being called a weeb back in the day, back when I was a young little lad, a wonderful twink. Being called a weeb was bad, it was an insult. It came from the made-up word, weeaboo, which came from a comic that was... If I could find it, I'll put it up, but I probably won't. I don't want to say the word because I feel like it might pick up something else, but way back in the day, it was another insulting word, but it was basically people who really loved Japan a lot and were called Japan as something. And a lot of people were annoyed at that. Especially on 4chan, back when 4chan was super, super relevant to the internet. So what they did was, they coded it so anytime someone typed in that word, it would change the word automatically to weeaboo. Because they thought somehow that would fix this issue. But it didn't, now people were just saying weeaboo instead. And now the term to describe that same type of people that really like anime and stuff, and just Japanese culture, is weeb. And I just always have flashbacks. I'm like, no, you're insulting me. But yeah. I obviously watch, maybe not obviously, but I watch a variety of different animes. You could probably pick up a theme if I was to randomly list them, but I would consciously not list ones that would stir up the masses. Recently, yesterday actually, during all my trial and error, I put on Death Note. Death Note is an anime I want to like more than I do, or maybe I do like it more than I admit. It's hard to tell. I just call it Monologue the Anime. It's great, don't get me wrong, all the aha moments, all the plans are so fun. The writing's great, all of that. But it's just an anime that I'm also like, it's hard to sit down and watch on a weekly basis. Back when that was the normal. Binge watching Death Note is so much easier to do. It's a slow burn, that's the term. Slow burn. Nothing wrong with that. I like slow burns. I am grinding for the sake of it. So clearly... When it comes to Death Note, I guess I can list some favorite characters there. I really like L, which shouldn't surprise anybody, because his feet are, you know, pivotal to the plot. But that's not the only reason I like him. I like his brain. The L is exactly who I want to be in life, but that will never happen. Sadly. I also really like Rem. Rem feels like such a non-character half the time, but I love Rem. From there, I would have to say the Delete Man himself, Ikami. He's great. Oh, I guess I also like Nier. Nier was fun. Nier is really fun. I love that introduction with him where he's solving the puzzle that's just all white. That's so... Though I am surprised by something. Neither Nier nor Mello went around barefoot. That feels like such an L staple, yet neither of his prodigies did it. Odd. Oh no, I just learned Bug Killer. Right? Yeah. So 15 more battles. Oh my god, I was way off. I'm already at the 40-minute mark. Oh crap. Well. Well, my main end goal right now is just making it so I can put the Moonstone over on Steiner, but... No, I guess the actual goal is to make it so I can start learning level up on him. Always that moment where I'm like, what if we are the same level? What if we are? He's loafing. Oh, no, I said his name, so he twitched. Alright, no, we're still good. He's still calm. Thank goodness. Oh, right, I should probably look at my cards and delete a bunch eventually. I don't think we're gonna get too much into the Tetramaster for this run-through. But when we get to it, we'll get to it. There's only one point in the game where it's plot relevant in some capacity. And I do like getting first place in that scenario. It's a tournament. Because I like getting that card. It's not the only way to get the card if I remember right. It's a very little known way to get another one of those. But we'll get to that eventually. If I remember to show it off when we do get to it. It feels so... I'm so used to just using the Iron Sword. Usually when I do my grinding stuff, I wait until after the Ice Cavern, which is the dungeon we're supposed to be in right now. But every now and then I change it up like this. Besides, it's a good excuse for you guys to hear random things about me if you care, for some reason. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna focus. Ooh. Defend. Oh no! Defend. Oh goody, another trance. Steal. I'm also into tabletop games a lot. Beyond just D&D. Somewhat relevant, I have a Resident Evil 2 board game. It's okay. It's just okay. Like, it serves a purpose for if I'm craving a Resident Evil 2 aesthetic, but I don't actually feel like playing the game. If that makes any sense. D&D, love that game a lot. I DM extensively, but I also do enjoy playing players as well. Yeah, I have more than enough money to do what I needed. And I'm probably not even gonna need to grab the... Fix that. Probably not even gonna need to buy any potions as well at this rate. Like I said in the actual episode, using the store is more a better idea if you aren't gonna do what I'm doing right now. But oh yeah, like, despite how much anxiety and stress I get before doing a recording... Oh, it's back attack, that's fine. Despite how stressed and everything I get before doing a recording, just doing this grinding, it's so calming to me. Like, I feel at peace, and that's a rare thing for me. It doesn't come often. But I also feel weird if I just replay the same game over and over again back to back. Even though nobody can judge me in private, it's... I'm judging me. So I know. Maybe I can show Ragtime Mouse while I'm here. Nah, I'll save it for an actual episode. I usually try and do Ragtime all at once, or when he shows up when I'm trying to do other things. Because you can't complete a side quest until closer to the end of the game. And you would want to do that because he has a wonderful accessory for you. If you answer all his questions correctly. Which I will. Some I know by heart, others I'm going to cheat. Just full disclosure. He asks a lot of questions about the lore of the game, and sometimes he'll ask questions you would have no way of knowing the answer to at the point of the game you're in. Like, if I was to go up to him now, on disc 1, he would have 4 questions in total for 4 encounters. And some of them you would have the answer for. Some of them you won't. Attack from the back row. Let's see what Zidane is packing. Not bad. Yeah, from the back row, he's doing just as much as Steiner is with his basic weapon. Yeah, waste time doing this. 8 more. Oh my god, I said I was gonna do this and then I never did. I'm such a buffoon. And just like that, he will now get much better experience. I cannot believe... Did I also mess this up then? Okay, good. Man, that's embarrassing. But, hey, you know, it's a casual run. All's good. Don't need to optimize too much. I kinda want to do another recording after this. I'm doing this recording directly after the actual episode where we left off on. But it's getting late. If I go to sleep in 30 minutes, I can barely have enough for 8 hours of sleep. Then, of course, there's still my issue of should I eat or not. I want to, but at the same time, don't. And that's just gonna waste more time. Come on, Zidane, you were stealing like a madman before, and now you're just not getting anything. Oh, okay. Might change that at some point. I thought the moves gave me a skeleton card. No, actually, why not? Oh, now config. Wow. I already have 18. You can only hold 100 cards. So that means you can hold one of every card. And a lot of cards are one-time only rarities. Okay, not a lot, but a decent amount. I've never done a run where I've collected every card. And I don't really care or plan to. But I'll show off some of the hard-to-get cards. And point out where you can't get others, if I remember when we're doing this. Couldn't steal anything. What a loser. Uh-oh. We're almost reaching the 60-minute mark. 60-minute mark is coming. Waste time doing this. I'm sure it'll be fine, but we're gonna speed it up. we are just gonna auto-battle it. Because I want this to just be one episode. It serves no purpose to make a second episode. Split up. I don't need to steal items that badly. Oh no, back attack! Ah, what are we gonna do? Ah, I'm in trance. Whee! Pardon me. Come on. Faster, faster! Sorry, now I'm just getting quiet because I just want to get through this. Yeah, there's not really much else I can bring up in these last few minutes here. There we go. Okay. Quit. Damn it. I was hoping. Cool. Get that back on. Good. Alright, so let's get into one more battle real quick. Now we'll leave it sped up. There. Yeah, go into trance, whatever. Cool. Run in here. You, help! Listen close. There we go. I forget she's not like a normal shop, so it doesn't pop up the same way. Alright, we are now maxed out on potions. Now we're not. Now we are. Run out. Turn that off. Whip out my magic flute. Make absolutely certain I save. Cool. Alright, bye. Alright, well, for those of you who stuck around to the end of this very boring, grindy episode, thank you, I guess. It was a pleasure having you guys stick around for this journey. And I guess I will see you guys in the actual next episode, and we will move on from here into that place that we go to. Yeah. Yeah, keep those toes wiggling, keep your flip-flops clean. It was a wonderful day. Love you all. Rikiryu is signing out. Pop.